Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at Bitcoin on a weekly time frame right now. I just wanted to point out a few things. We are consolidating between these two EMAs. The other thing I wanted to say is we are looking like this reprieve bounce is getting a little bit of room to the upside. I do think we have a little bit more space. I'm thinking we might get to 22,200, and I'm looking for that to get tested and rejected before we go lower. If we do claim this with a daily open and close above 22,200, we could look for higher and maybe even test back into this $26,000, $27,000 area before a roll over. And then we would look for this as support before continuing higher. If we were looking for lower, we were looking for the test into here, a rejection, and then lower. So let's see where we go on the daily. We're going to give today the day to mature its price. On the daily time frame, as you can see, we're under the 21. So we can look for the 21 to be the first level of resistance, which is around 23,800. So if we do get above the $22,219 with the daily open and close, we can look for our next level of resistance being the 21, which is around 23,800. If we get above this prior high and we bump it to here, that's a good thing. Getting a rejection from here is totally okay, but then we would want to do is find support on this $22,219 level and then continue back into the 21, claim it, and higher. Okay, so we're looking for that on the daily today is basically a test into 2,219. If we can't even get to 2,219, then obviously we're going to probably go and test lower within this consolidation. We'll consolidate, and then probably go over. But any 4-hour open and closes above 20,900, you can assume we're going to go test into 22,200. So 4-hour open and close above 20,900, we should be assuming that the target to 20,219 is going to be tested. Once we get that test, we can see if there is enough volume to go up. If not, then we're going to probably roll back down and test into low of the day, which is around 19,700. So that is the plan for the day. We're kind of in the middle, and we're going to see where we go. I have more of an inclination of a test higher. So since we're already above the 21 on the 4-hour EMA, I'm looking for the next candle or two to test into this $21,300 area. And then if we can get our 4-hour open and close above 21,285, we should be looking for that $22,200 level to be the next level of area to test, all the way up to this 100 EMA where this naked point of control is on the 4-hour, which is around 23,400. The first one is over here though. We need to get past 20,800 with 4-hour open and closes. Then we can test into this 55, which is around 21.3. Then we can get into 22,200. So there's levels to this, okay guys? We have levels to the upside, but the resistance to the upside is what we look like we're about to fight before we look for lower. And the fight is right over here. If we can't get past this 4-hour open and close above 21,400, we should probably just assume we're gonna bounce around on this weekly open at 20,500 and see where we find our support before we go up or down. We should know by 4-hour open and closing outside this range. This is what we're looking at right here. On my 4-hour, I'm looking for this rise up and a test into this. So this also coincides with this. I'm gonna remove this now. So I'm looking for the test of this red ascending channel all the way into this 100 if we can get there, and then we can see if we're gonna get open and closes above or not. If we get rejected here, we can roll back down and probably test this 22,219 and then lower from there. This big black line is our weekly. Until we're above here with 4-hour open and closes, I'm only looking lower. So the first attempt into this area would be a reasonable short with a stop loss above. All right, that is something that even I would do on a normal day. A safer bet would be for it to sweep the liquidity up here, and then you take your short after you see some weakness above here once this liquidity is grabbed, and then roll over. So maybe a pop up to this $22,200 area would be an ideal area to short before you bring it back down. And that area also coincides with this middle of the ascending channel. So that area would be a good area for the rejection to come in, like right around here, and then just roll back over, test our weekly level right here, and if we can't hold it as support, break down and hard. If not, we can bounce up here and then pick it up to the high of the 22,219 area level and then continue higher. So it is up to the market to decide today. Are we gonna just reject from right here and just bounce around and then do a nice hard rejection like this? All right, and then sweep up because we have all those lower targets to come up. Or are we gonna take the path from here and just go up right now, bounce out, test into here, get above, and then get up to here, and then see if we can hold it or not. So those are the two levels I'm looking for on Bitcoin. This one would be the bullish path, and that is the bearish path. So if we go like this, I would hope that this area doesn't even get tested. If we do test into this, like this low of the wick, I'm assuming we're gonna sweep the liquidity out of here, or we're gonna sweep the liquidity from here. So let's see where the money's at. There's money over here. And there's money over here. Where does Bitcoin want to go? I don't know, but we're going to find out later today. And now I'm going to get us to Ethereum. There you go. So going to Ethereum now. As you can see, Ethereum is a little bit weaker than Bitcoin. The bounce is not as strong. We are still selling off on a weekly. So let's see how this weekly goes. We need to be above 1,166. Otherwise, we're only looking at lower targets as to where the support is. Because you would assume we're in our reprieve bounce, but this weekly candle, I can't even say the bounce is in yet because it's still under the previous candle body. So the reprieve on Ethereum is not here yet. Ethereum 21 EMA about to cross into the 100. Usually when the 121 get tested like this, price action gets sucked right into it. So let's see what occurs. Is price going to come back up so this cross doesn't happen? Or is price action going to go down just so this EMA's cross to the bearish stance where the 21 EMA will be coming towards the 200 next week? Okay, so we have to look at that. I'm going to the daily now. As you can see, we are already under all the EMAs on the daily for the 21. We should probably test into the 21 at the bare minimum, which is around 1366 before the next rollover. And that is the ideal scenario. What might happen is we might not even get past this little doji that we have here on the daily, which is right over here. If we can't even get past this with 4-hour open and closes above 1190, I mean, we don't even need to look for the 21 then. We might just consider this the high and then just roll over after taking the liquidity a little bit above it. So keep that in mind. Let me go to a 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, the EMAs are converging. So this is usually what I like to see before I see a pop, like a pretty big pop. So we are very close to putting in a reprieve bounce in Ethereum. If this is not already a bounce enough for you, I think we might be getting a little bit higher. I'm looking for at least a test into 1166 for the rejection to come in. With a 4-hour open and close above 1166, I'd be looking directly to the 100. This is kind of what I'm looking at on Ethereum. Ooh. Sorry for the condensed chart. Creating a smaller time frame so my charts are really congested. But the point of the matter is, you can see in general, what we're doing is we are starting a little bit of an ascending channel. We already tested the high 3 times, rejected after this third time, didn't even get to the top. And now we lost the middle of the channel, and then we broke down, and now we're testing our weekly. So we are above the weekly. 4-hour open and closes under 1077. I'm looking for the lowest targets. As long as we're up above it, I'm looking for us to test into those other higher targets, such as 1126. I want to see us test this weekly open, and if we do get rejected from there, I'm looking for us to break back down over here. If we can get this and close above it, we can go all the way up to like 1166 after 1126, and then see, is this thing gonna like come straight up, take this liquidity and then roll over, or are we gonna just bounce into this area 1126 and just roll on down from there? So the day today is interesting. I just want to point out that on the 4-hour volume, we're already declining. So this might be the last 4-hour to the upside, and then around 9:30, 10, when USA markets open, we might just roll on over, because this kind of looks like it's about to just do some distribution style hills. So keep all of that in mind. What else should I share? I do see another channel, but I'm going to leave it off. And yes, that is the point of today, guys. We need to wait and see how today the market reacts. It's Thursday, and then tomorrow is Friday, and a lot of people are probably going to be removing the risk off of their trades, not adding to it. So, and then a lot of people are going to get ready to hedge themselves for the weekend. So I'm not going to lie, I am looking for a short at rejection. I don't know where we're going to get a rejection. Either it's going to be here or it's here, but I'm going to be ready to take a short just so I can hedge myself in case this does roll over the weekend. And when it does roll over in the weekend, I'm going to hold this short as my hedge for the weekend. And if it does roll over, I'm looking for the long entry on the levels that I gave you. So I'm looking for these longs in this channel bottom, or at this 1077 level. Once again, like yesterday, I had this long, I got stopped out, and then I bought another long. I marketed a long at 152 because my 155 level got like front run by $2, and then I let that one go back at the weekly. So I don't have any longs anymore. I'm actually just looking for a short, so that way I can re-pick up a long on this weekly level if we get that opportunity. If not, I will wait for it to break above our potential liquidity grab area. I will look for support on the channel, and then I will ride it back up, because if this tests back on this channel, I might entertain a long, but I'd rather this come and test this channel over here, this green channel, and then I would rather get a long around here at 950-ish before I try to get a long here. So keep that in mind, guys. I have all these little fibs going, but the one that should matter the most is this right here. This is what we're looking at right now, in my opinion. We're trying to hold this support. As long as you hold this support, you're going to go higher, and you could probably test into this 1126 level. If you get rejected here, then you can, roll back and test the support. Once the support is lost, it's going to be heavy people selling to this lower level. So that's one thing to be very, very aware and alert of. Aside from that, once we take over this high, we can get all the way back to our $1,300 level. So this might be an area where I consider the next short all the way up here. Right now, this is just grinding the lows, and then it might just pop up really hard today into market open. So keep your eyes out, guys. I'm going to leave everything here, and then I'll share my charts as the day progresses. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. I will get back to you ASAP. If there are any other assets you want me to cover or share the chart with, just let me know, and I'll send it in the comment section so you can look at the link. I am looking for this level to provide resistance, and once this level gets claimed, we're looking at higher. But right now, I'm looking for this to give us a little bit more room to the downside, and this is probably where we're going to get our support around 11. So I will be very cautious to watch my position at that point right now. And yeah, these are the levels I'm looking at right now. And if you guys have any other questions, concerns, or assets you would like to cover, just leave it in the section below. Please do look at the descriptions of this video. You will find the Discord group where I will be posting throughout the day today as we look at charts. And yeah, aside from that, guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell button for notifications so you get these real-time updates. And I hope you guys have a very good day today. Look for the liquidity grabs to the upside. Make sure you are ready for the targets to the downside. Once we claim this area here with 4-hour opening closes, this 1118 or 1120 on Ethereum, we can look for that higher areas to come. But this middle of this ascending channel is holding us down. Once we claim it, we should look for the pop up to the top half immediately. And then if we get rejected here, we can look for the support on all these EMAs that are all converging right here at 1,100. If that doesn't hold us up as support and we lose that level, then obviously all these EMAs are going to curl down and start acting as resistance to the downside once price action gets swept under it. So right now it's acting as support, but the second we lose that 21 EMA and you start seeing it curl down, get out. All right, guys, that's for today. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Be careful today is what I'm going to say. I think this whole week was a shakeout week due to the fact that it's holiday. I think next week is where the real traders are going to have to earn their money. So be careful, guys. Be safe. I wish you all a very, very good day, and I will see you tomorrow. And no matter what happens, do not worry, because I'm always going to be here for you. Talk to you soon, guys. Be safe.